And we're going to try to finish out this war, like I think we mentioned before, against the goblins. And then after we do that, we'll probably consider the war, at least for now, won. Because I probably picked a little bit too large of a map. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try to get. We're gonna keep doing episodes until we can. We're gonna keep doing streams until we can get. We defeat all the goblins in our area, or the goblins who are hostile with us. So we can finish out the Lupin Goblin War. And I think that will be good. So we got 2 kingdoms to really get rid of. These guys and those other ones. So, alright. So, hold on. Hero Brigade, you guys could keep building up. I think I'm going to do that. I think I was doing 2 spearmen. 1 sword, 2 spearmen, and then maybe a few axemen with these guys. Because axemen can kind of act like a cavalry replacement. To some extent, believe it or not, it actually is not a bad idea to. I'm going to actually move these guys here. Rather than where they're going. Because I want them to be able to block off an attack. Or fend off an attack. Once we get a second army down here, or some more armies up and moving, we'll be able to actually kind of do stuff. Because right now we're not actually really able to kind of do stuff as much as we'd like. Because we're kind of having to constantly block off attacks from multiple directions, because we have 2 fronts right now. A 2-front war is not ideal, as history would illustrate, but we're going to continue it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We had to move on to... We were going to move there. Accept peace. I don't want war with anyone except these 2 kingdoms next to us. I think that's where we're going to focus on. Peace requested by Deutschland. Okay. See if we can get rid of these guys. Sven Garci, no. There's not many places they can go. Vonsi, no. There's not many places they can actually go, so we have a lot going for us in that regard. Hold on, let's think. We can raise and destroy, but I think we're going to... Now, okay, so we could ignore all of their farmland. That's not an entirely... it's not entirely a bad idea to actually consider that, because we don't necessarily need a bunch of food, and we could instead go toward like their city and take their city. But I often find that I think that might not be worth it. Raise and destroy might be worth it though. I think we'll still have to fight so we can get a town put there. In fact, hold on. You start moving that way. Raise and destroy. Fight the battle. Because we want some more money. They've got some more farmland, and that will give us another town, and we can get some more farmland inside. So let's fight the battle. Okay, we got our standard formation here. So let's move up here and move these guys to the flanks. Once they're past, oh, there we go. I want to get them all situated first. Now I'm going to move these guys up into one line. I actually think I can bundle them up since there's no cavalry. It doesn't really matter. Oh, hold on. Wrong people. Hold on. Nope. There we go. I actually kind of bundle them up. I'm not too worried about actually mixing and matching those guys, because cavalry is where it really matters. It doesn't really matter otherwise. Because both of them are fairly defensive. So I'm not really worried that they're going to fail at their defense or something like that. Oh, hold on. Move in a little bit, guys. Okay, so you guys move up a little. Wait, rest a little bit. Get some of your energy back. Let's go up triple speed. They're gonna let us regain our breath, which is good. I know it looks like a gaggle, but I think it'll work. I think it won't bother us too much. In fact, we'd actually probably spread out now here. So I'm gonna put here. I'll pause real quick and then tell them all to move. I'm gonna tell these guys to move here, and these guys. these guys here. These guys here. These guys here. And these guys here. And I'm going to actually set everybody to defend, and I'm going to tell them to attack at the last moment. That's my idea. I'm going to switch everyone to attack at the last moment. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Move back a little bit, you guys. Okay, you guys go up. Now, go up here. Now, everybody switch to attack. Everyone switched to attack. I do like that button there. So we should be flanking them. Now we got these axemen. We can go around behind. Oh, hold on. They actually got caught. Oh, no, they didn't. I was looking at the wrong people. There we go. Flank behind those peasants. We did lose two. We lost 2 spearmen, it looked like. But that was about it. It's not bad. It's not terrible. Ideally, we don't want to lose any. I think 4 was our average. 3 to 4. And I think once we lost even less, but for not having cavalry and rather the axemen instead, that worked out all right. Because that's basically a meaningless casualty. So the only trick is we might have a friend come in and take this turf. That's the only thing I'm worried about. So I might rest them there for a little bit while this guy's going. Because if you look there, they have tons of farmland, not nearly as many villages. So I want to kind of have equal villages to farmland. And they just have a significantly higher ratio of farmland. Is that always the best idea? It just depends on what you recruit. I often find that I'm hurting more for money oftentimes than I am for food. Food is like you have to have a certain amount, and you can stockpile it. It's just not building armies really quick. Because the upfront cost is very low unless you build a lot of cavalry. Like light cavalry, I guess. Then you might be having some trouble. Okay, these guys are going to have to relax for right now. Uh-oh. My teammates are defending my turf, apparently. I would like to have moved there myself. Because I'm afraid these guys will move off and they'll move on. Which is not a scenario I'd like. They are mostly peasants. They do have some good units. But I'm not really concerned. I'm not heavily concerned. Let's go next turn. This will lead to an act of war. No, let's rethink this. I think that was me automatically wanting to move there. Yeah, I think he was wanting to automatically move. Yeah, exactly. My fear happened. If they move forward, then that's exactly what I was worried about. I do kind of wish you could push your ally off turf. As of right now, there's not really a way to. And so they can kind of mess with you. Or hold a ready action or something like that. Oh, boy. We are actually outnumbered. I didn't realize that our casualties were pretty bad. Fight the battle? I guess we're going to have to just be defensive here. They might come at me. I don't know. Everybody set to defense. Form up as thick as possible. We do have knights, which are pretty powerful. They don't have any cavalry, so we can lead with these two. Let's move these guys up here. The cavalry up here. I'm gonna just use the spearmen as a bundle with those guys. I'm just gonna bundle the spearmen with them because they don't have any cavalry, so I'm not gonna care too much about forming them up really hard. I'm gonna throw these guys here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. That almost looks like they have a battering ram, doesn't it? Almost looks like a battering ram because it looks like if it had wheels. Oh, it's a sawmill. But if it had wheels and a hammer in the center, it would make me think of like a Rome to the War battering ram. Just a funny thought. Let's go here. Cavalry, move over here. Woodsman, move over here. You're in your element, Woodsman. or axemen. You're surrounded by trees. This is your element. Kind of just trying to eke forward a little bit. And try to entice them to coming after us. Come on. They really don't want to have it. They want nothing to do with us. Oh, hold on. We're getting them now. We're getting them now. Hold on. Everyone's set to defend, which is good. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Come up here, and then come back around and flank the. Yeah, there we go. And we're gonna flank the who are we called the swordsman with our knights. Get him from the back. Come in for the charge. What? Go ahead, get him. There we go. Nice work, guys. Okay, hopefully we'll win. Now it's all just a hope that we hope we win. We do have high bravery, so each one of our units will probably fight at least to the death. Yeah, we already have one crew just die actually. The spear crew. Okay, hold on. Everybody move. Should have turned that on earlier. Swordsman fought to the death valiantly. Okay, hold on. Horsemen, come here and help fight these guys. It looks like a bit of a trade, this whole thing. We have lost 2 units, so we're gonna have to recoup a little bit. Everybody attack. I guess they're just running off the field now, so I'm gonna just fast forward. Okay, yeah, 65 versus 150. Now we were outnumbered, so that's not too bad. But yeah, we gotta go back home. If we don't go back home, we're in some serious trouble. Let's run back. I'm going to wait on building anything for those guys. In the meanwhile, you keep moving. And you, I'm not really sure what to do with you. I could either move him forward or keep him on this spot for safety. I'm kind of worried what will happen if I don't. So I think I'm going to... I could move here. I'm kind of worried they'll move onto my spot. So I'm going to just leave them there. I mean, am I inviting an army to kind of come at me? Yeah, a little. But hey, that's the risks. Those are the risks. Those are the risks we take. Let's see. A war declared on ally. Okay. We really need... Once we get more resources, we'll be a lot better off. Now, ironically, we didn't have, like, our resources are not as strained anymore. Now, they're actually building out over here, which makes me a little nervous. I'm kind of wishing my ally would actually be at war with some of these guys. Some of my allies I kind of wish would join my wars. I mean, is that even a thing? Can I get my allies to join my war? No, I can't really get them to join my war more actively. Let's keep moving. Alright. Move all the way back. And we're going to have to repair and build units. So we're just going to save up. Now, we actually have an opportunity to change around our army composition a little bit. So we can actually have 2 spearmen rather than just 1 this time. So we can kind of, again, be more anti-cav. Because really, once we have knights and cavalry ourselves, once we like switch out that one for cavalry, I'm not too worried about our infantry not being really tough. I feel like at that point, they're going to have to use spearmen to get around our cavalry anyway. So I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to sit them there again. because I don't want anyone to move on that spot. So yeah, I think that's all we can really do, unfortunately. And hopefully they don't have another army just waiting. Really kind of surprised our ally isn't fighting them. These are like right on each other's border. They're afraid of our current military advantage means we should be able to defeat their armies easily, so they haven't rebuilt their army. Neither have they. We're really stockpiling a lot of these resources now. Let's see here. Keep moving here. I'm going to leave them there still. So we still have a military advantage, which is nice, but I'm still worried about not being able to get back in time. If I move here, I should be able to heal any unit and then move there. But I guess it doesn't really matter. And we're not really upgrading them right now because I need to make sure these guys have units. Okay. And they're going to have cavalry get healed, which is a nightmare. Which is going to be a nightmare. Knights, not just light cavalry, but knights. Which is a nightmare resource-wise. So, yep, it's, again, going to be another kind of do-nothing turn. Because we got to wait. Ask for peace? Sure. You're not anyone I know of. And I've established these are the two areas I want to take. We're going to leave it there. It feels like it's going to be easier to go into the other area than it is going to be going to the other way. Just because, for some reason, I feel like we're at an awkward angle for fighting the Svengarsi team. Voinci seems a little bit easier to fight. More encapsulated by our allies. There's kind of a direct direction. We have a lot of cities. This is kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Out in the middle of nowhere, we have allies between them rather than a way to get through them. Really? I mean, we do have technically a break there. An exclave, I think the term for it is. Exclave. We're going to move. You can move right now. Yeah, you can. Here. And you move here. So we're going to settle this area. Settle a village next turn. In the Thorn Fields. And we're having another town. Let's keep heading back. I'm gonna move this way because that might. I think that would be better in the long run. Kind of check all our prices. Oh boy, to repair those knights is a nightmare. We can repair this here. Because they also take a huge wage. Musketmen would be even more of a nightmare. I don't know if you guys have seen that later on you can get musketmen, and they are so expensive. I don't know how I can show them on the list. Musketmen down here, 20,000 gold, and they take 1,000 gold per turn. Now, ironically, we're bad at range, so musketmen are not really the ones we want. I mean, knights at best. Musketmen would not be our end game. Let's think. I think I gotta wait. I don't think there's really anything I can do. We technically have, I think, lost like a groups of two, or something like that in this one. Because we lost 1, 2 from here, 2 from there. So we lost more than just in that one battle. A few people. So I think we're safe now. So I'm gonna keep going. I will say the recruiting in towns does prevent you from trying to get too far away. Because if you lose unit in its entirety, you kind of have to go back. Towns can only kind of buffer. No, I do not want peace. Either of those two. Let's see. So we can settle a village. Ah, there we go. We have a nice village right there. Very happy with that. And we're gonna take it. We're gonna take this in commemoration of our new Thuranaham village. We're going Thuranaham village. We're going to destroy Yakelm farm, or Yakelm farm, and take it over. Not destroy it, but conquer it. Fight the battle. I don't trust auto resolve. I've heard that you can lose quite a few people in auto resolve, which I guess is to prevent prevent you from just relying on the computer to do everything for you. I think that there's I think with strategy games there's like two different philosophies. Either like oftentimes they either make auto resolve extremely random, or they make auto resolve that it's slightly less than par, like what would be expected par wise. Like you get a point value, and you just do a little less. I'm more in the camp of just have them do a little less than par, like subpar, perform subpar. Because that makes sense. It makes sense to do that. Random can be a little tricky. I think you can have like subpar and a little bit of randomness. So they might perform par, they might perform pretty bad, but I authentically think that it should be okay that someone who really doesn't want to do the battles doesn't really have to do them. Someone who likes the overworld thing, or at least have them perform like a point value. And let's pause real quick while they're going in. And we're gonna be a little bit rough on stamina, so I'm gonna block for the moment. Oh, I did double speed. Okay, hold on, come in here. Okay, you go there, and then everybody attack. Flank them. Come over here and flank them. Wow, those peasants really pushed deep into that what do you call it, spear line. With their clubs. There we go. Oh, we did take one sword casualty. If we actually... Oh, that was our least casualties yet. I think other than that, we may have gotten a 0 once. But 1 is a really nice amount. Especially considering this was with less units. So that's very nice. Always good to see. And we have one of their villages there that we can take. Also nice to see. So taking villages, really good idea. You get money. I believe you also possibly get food. Well, no, villages just give you... I think it's towns that give you food and money. Villages give you just money. So we've got a lot of space, a lot of territory to kind of clean up in there. Whereas this flank over here is not doing nearly as well. It's kind of just stalling. This little flank over here isn't really doing much for the effort. Not much for the cause, I guess. Now we could go to that town, which would not be a bad idea. The question is, could we take the town? The town's gonna be some spearmen and some militia. I think it's gonna match us in numbers in terms of it's gonna be like 150. So I think we'll have the swordsman on as an advantage. We don't have any militia, so that's our edge. So I think we could probably take it. But we may lose a unit. It's gonna be close, since we don't have any really strong units. We don't have like cavalry or something like that. Light cavalry would be an interesting investment. The other thing is, once you go that deep in, once you go light cavalry, it's like you can get early access to cavalry, but I don't know. Depends on it. Feels like it can be a little bit of a stopgap, but it might be just good enough. Might be a good stopgap. It's funny, I always tend to play either... Whenever I do games, like strategy games, I'm either just tons of trash units or very quality units. I don't typically mix and match. I'm typically one or the other. The only exception is using screens of skirmishers, which their whole idea isn't to throw them away, but just simply like basically a bunch of trash damage to throw to weaken up to make an otherwise quality unit beneficial. I don't do much stopgap maneuvers in these kind of games. Either buy the worst thing, or the bare minimum viable, or the most valuable. Middle of the road. I think the only exception is Freeman Guerrilla Warfare. I think, which was really fun. I might even do a stream of that at one point. But I think that the difficult thing I have with that one is that militia kind of feel almost like minimum viable. You could have a bunch of farmers, which would be really fun, which could be very fun, but it feels like the price difference between a farmer and a militia is not nearly the difference between a much larger group. And if you start in a situation of where you can't have a bunch of units, then a bunch of trash units doesn't really work anyway. So that's just I guess a preference thing. If anyone's ever played Freeman Guerrilla Warfare out there, and you probably know what I'm talking about. They can kind of grow up to be where you can kind of use militia for a while, whereas villagers in that game not so much. You can, but hard. Very hard. Let's decline. Let's see. I guess for like a garrison. If you want to do like a train a bunch of them and just have a garrison of them, then that'd be really good. I should do that game at one point. That would actually be a nice idea for a garrison. Just a bunch of basically barely viable farmers in a town. Or barely they're not farmers in that, they're villagers. I'm thinking of Mountain Blade. Peace requested by Lex Garlands. Accept. Alright, so Herald Legion, go do your thing. Get victory here. Now, if we see an army, we're in some serious trouble. If an army pops up, we might have to rethink our priorities. Okay, so we need more swordsmen, or we need more spearmen. We're going to go with more spearmen. Another spearman, and I could even get rid of these guys at one point, but not right now. You got these guys up here who are just kind of waiting around. Do we not have enough? Oh wow, we're actually going through. I'm actually kind of surprised. We are actually going through our wood. I'm impressed. We were never really using that much wood before. So we might not be able to make a spearman for a while. We might end up having to do kind of a stopgap unit. Or just another, do a swordsman thing and having that one doing the screen, the anti-horse screen again. I'm okay with that. That's kind of how it was originally designed. That particular one. Just having spearmen there in case of horses. Hey, I know. Move that. Alright, so nothing we can really do yet, so we'll wait. It's all strategy talk right now until we can get everything settled. I really do need 2 armies for the southern area. They're getting a bunch of places over there. I might even move these guys up the north army down to take those woodsheds away from them. I mean, is it really vital? Not really, but would it kind of at least mean I don't have to worry about them pulling out better units? Yeah, that'd be profitable. I don't know exactly how the AI handles resources. I don't know who the Dahlia team is. Okay, Redrun. Yes. Anyone who's other than these 2 guys, I'll make peace with. We can actually destroy the town. I have no interest in doing that. I want to conquer it. Oh, okay. They didn't actually match us with numbers. Never mind. But yeah, different games have different philosophies on it. On how they handle whenever you have multiple, or whenever you have ways of auto-resolving. Is there a best way? I don't know. I think it just depends on who you are, what you like. What do you think the best way is? Basically, whatever way you think the best way is probably how most people think the best way is. I should clarify that. It's basically whatever you think that is the best way is probably what will be the best way for you. That's what I mean. Clarification. Okay, there we go. Now I want these guys to stay and defend. I actually might just absorb the blow with these spearmen. And then just run everyone else up through the middle. Come on, up here. Axemen, up here. Okay, everybody, in a second, I'm going to need you to run. Okay, absorb the blow. There we go. Break off and then flank. Oh, that worked perfectly. That was a lot better than what we've done before. Now, I ended up flanking not the strongest unit in the world, so, you know, whether that was a worthwhile flank, whether we should have flanked them is debatable, I guess. Yeah, surround them. Surround and destroy! That works really nice. Is there anyone even left? Yeah, there's that guy. You know, just go after him. Get him. Get him. Everybody. Everybody go after him. I know he's far away, but just try. Get a good, interesting look at running. Oh, there we go. 6 casualties. Okay, not too bad. And we can heal everyone. Nice. I like that. Alright, so we've kind of we've broken off that farm away from the rest. So we could take this farm and then come back through here so we could repair any casualties. And then continue to take all of this kind of area. I'm actually kind of surprised that the buoyancy might get destroyed before the Svengarzi. Svengarzi are really dug in there, surprisingly enough. They're not really that vulnerable. Or as vulnerable as I would have hoped they are. I could do 2 peasants. 2 groups of peasants. I mean, that's easy to throw away. You know what? I'll do 2 groups of peasants for them. Now, I'll remember to station these guys right here. This is where I want them. I'll use the peasants as how I'm using the axemen. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good. Let's continue on. Let's end turn. We're actually getting a lot of conquest done in a surprisingly quick amount of time here. Considering we're having to kind of blow through. Peace requested by Jerusalem. Sure. Anywhere that is not peace requested by Thorovia. Okay. None of you are my targets. We really do need a town down there. Once we get a town down there, they're in real trouble. Decline. We are still going to just take all their stuff when we can. They could be fighting a war I don't know of. Because the fact that they just don't have any units, or they're just hiding inside. They could just be hiding inside. Okay, we're going to move these guys here. We're going to recruit one more time. Peasants. And then we're going to set these guys to travel there so I don't forget. And travel. Yes, we'll only have 4 horsemen. But that's what we'll have to live with for right now. I think that we'll be okay. I think our unit diversity is good enough. We might not even need the horsemen, really. We really just need to take a town down there. Just book it to here. And then to hold. If we can take that and hold, we might be able to do this. I don't know if the Silver Army could accomplish that, but it'll be interesting to see. Sounds like a job for Hero Brigade with a name like that. Okay, so let's... Yeah, there's a huge forest barrier here, too. Things like these forest barriers would be very interesting to have a war over. And we kind of already have an ally barrier, but a forest barrier would be kind of neat. Having to defend against that. Alright, and turn. See what happens. Sungarsi, no, we will not. I could have used all their resources, maybe. They could just have nothing left. Peace requested by Voinci, or they are fighting with them now. Voinci, no. You're easy pickings, Voinci. So I'm not going to turn down just eating up all of your territory. Okay, so, okay, we need to conquer this one. I wish I could kind of, well, I don't know. I feel like trading resources might be neat, but at the same time, it could get into an awkward situation. I feel like you need more ways of losing resources once you start introducing trade. Because someone could get just enough constantly in a big enough map, have enough people on the map that could potentially just solve all their needs. Yeah, sure. Let's fight battle. So actually, it was just the same amount of troops. They're just, some of them were spearmen. So, okay, run here. Run here. Run here. I'm actually going to do that again. I'm going to let the spearmen soak a charge. And that could, I was thinking that could have been a bad idea, but it looked like it actually worked really well. I mean, I guess that's common sense, I guess, but I would have thought that it seemed like they almost took like less casualties doing that. Weirdly enough. I guess because having the other one just run in was helpful in and of itself. Okay, we got these guys coming. Okay, everybody stand still, please. There we go. Okay. Everybody attack. And there we go. I'm gonna go around and attack. There we go. Can we get it without casualties? Can we do it? The good thing is goblins break real quick. So if we've got a big enough lead, they're not gonna be able to maintain. What in the world is this guy doing over here? Oh, we're going. Oh, that was going. These were going fast, but it seems like that's not the case. Oh, just go after him. Go after him. Actually, yeah, we did it with 0 casualties. That was actually probably the best one. Yeah, I really should rely on my spears to break charges, infantry charges more. Seemed like they did a good job at it, if they weren't getting interrupted by the swordsman, like before. So it seems like unit cohesion matters more than I thought it did. Yeah, I'm imagining a really awesome mechanic. Still possible, probably equally possible. Okay, so let's see. Got these guys up here. They got to come down here. They can also provide a relief force for these guys whenever we need to go back. It's going to be another exclave, a big exclave. That means is really far away, so they're going to be basically a foreign legion at that point. We'll have to see how that goes. Meanwhile, the Herald Legion's doing a nice job over here. I'm really liking how they're doing. And we got nothing else to do. Okay, so let's continue onward with that then. I guess we could make some more workers, but I want to save money and just take land. I wasn't expecting that we're going to actually kind of start eating up at our wood supply quicker than I would have thought. Svengarsi, decline. Maybe we just beat the resistance out of them. Because they haven't sent an arm. Oh, there's, I spoke too soon. I should have not said anything. Because they're just now sending out a retaliation army. They could have sent a big one too. They took their time to get a decent retaliation army. I will give them credit. They didn't skimp on a weak retaliation army. I'm worried that they're going to move here, and they're going to have 2 different ways to go. Because the smart thing would be go here and then go here. And then they could either try to conquer that or move, you know, they would just have free reign to go wherever the heck they wanted. And with 2 groups of axemen and 2 groups of swordsmen, I'm not certain that my defenses would stop them alone. So, and if I fight them on their turf, they'll get a bunch of people as reinforcements. So we gotta be careful. Meanwhile, these guys keep going down, and you guys keep going. Alright. Let's end the turn. I'm going to sit there mostly just because I want to see where that army goes. If it moves toward me, that's what I want. I want it to attack me in the town because I can just throw away the town units. I really haven't been doing that as much as I really should. And I think that's why we're having a bit of an issue, is even when we're defending areas, because we're not using as much we're not throwing away our militia as much as we probably should. I just feel bad doing that. I mean, feel bad doing that, throwing away my militia like that. Let's hope they attack us. I really hope they do. Hero Brigade, keep moving. Get rid of their wood supply. Yeah, they got crossbowmen. I'm worried about that. We are fast, so we got that on going for us. Our teammates messing us up. Okay, we're gonna move here so that hopefully he moves away next turn. Hopefully, please don't mess us up again. Feels like the Mithril Division just wants us to lose, because they always step on that spot so we can't get the reinforcements. Great. That's no. They're gonna move there, and then they're gonna move there. Except Vanlands. Except Daneston. Decline. Yeah, they're gonna move there. Their movements messed us up. Except Decline. Oh, they're attacking us? Perfect. This is what I wanted. So fight the battle. As you can see, we have tons of units now. I want to just throw these units now that I know. Now the problem is I don't know which ones are militia. So I do know these 2 are militia though. So I'm going to just run these up and out here as a distraction. And I'm going to move all the spears in the front. Let's move them here. Move them here. Move them here. Just want to make sure I got all these guys in the right spot. Oh, we only have 3 groups of them. So not as nearly as many as I had hoped. You guys actually peek around. You guys peek around. And you're going to share that with them. Now I'm going to actually move at half speed a little bit. Just to give us some time to see how this goes. See if we can get into spot. Actually, we can do default speed. It's the frame rate's a little rough. Oh, they're having trouble getting through our guys. Oh, hold on. We forgot something. Defend. Oh, no. They're going to already attack. Okay, we messed up there. On everyone just attack. Just attack. Flank you guys. Flank. Full speed, go. Come on, attack. We did a little tactical error there, because we forgot to have everyone set to stand still. So we charged them. I don't think spearmen are going to be that great at charging. You know what? Maybe we're underestimating them. Maybe they can do better than we think. We're counting them out. Hold on. Oh, we're gonna flank the swordsman. Perfect. That's amazing. Not that many casualties, actually. Surprisingly. Unfortunately, some of the ones that came out unscathed were gifted units, so... Hopefully that's not one of our spearmen. And that's actually one of the garrison spearmen. We're just chasing them. He's hitting them over the head as he's running. It's from the axeman, I think. Militia are pretty fast, I will give them credit. 25 casualties. Ugh. How many of those were translated to our people, though? I hate you, Thunder Brigade. You blocked me off. Let's rethink this. He's messed us up. Oh, we forgot to recoup her. Yeah. He's gonna just move in that turf, and we're gonna have to attack him on our turf. Like, we don't get a garrison if we attack. Even if it's on our turf. Yeah. So they just denied us for units. I might get rid of them. I might be the last thing I do before stopping. What do you call it? Before moving on to a different game. Is just destroy these useless allies of mine. They've been absolutely useless. They've just let the enemies through. They've blocked my ability to defend myself on a constant basis. Okay, let's move up a little bit. Hopefully not within range of where we can shoot it and we can get shot. Actually, I think we ought to lead with these two. Good thing is we can kind of hide behind these buildings, right? Let's go ahead and triple speed a little bit. Get our energy back, and we'll do one big charge. I'm just gonna try to rush them. Because I need to rush these guys. I'm gonna leave my... Oh, no, 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 hold on. No, 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 no. Oh, I activated them with the horsemen. You guys run back. Run back. Okay, so... I wanted to get the swordsman, not them. Okay, you two attack him. Spearman, you break off and fight them with the axeman. And we'll leave it that way. Turn around quickly before you get shot. You break off to fight those guys. Come on, get him from the back. Get him from the back. I can't rely on my work. Unfortunately, I gotta get whoever can slip through first needs to slip through and attack those guys. Let's flank real quick. Because they're gonna just kill, I think, a unit pretty much every time they shoot. Oh, someone did slip through, actually. Right over there. We'll get shot. He got shot. Okay, move to take these guys on. Don't worry about the militiamen. There we go. Take those guys on. Run quickly. Flank those crossbowmen. Will they actually fight with crossbows at point blank? No, they take out daggers, it looks like. Yeah, they take out daggers. Which is good. We lost a ton of units that time. This is probably our most costly war. We haven't lost any army. I don't remember if we lost any armies, but we have lost a lot of units over the course of these wars. Mostly for the fault of our allies. But, I don't know who else we can blame for blocking us at every opportunity. Blocking our strategic maneuvers. And over here, that's heal. Now, they might... I don't know, is Ghost... Are they fighting the same people? Are they fighting them? Yes, they're fighting the Volnzi. So they're going to try to take that turf, which I'm not a fan of. Hopefully they don't... Oh, they have enough people, definitely. Okay, so we got to be careful. Now, they belong down, like, somewhere. I don't know where the heck these guys are from. Not from around here. So I'm going to go ahead and move here. And start taking. I don't want them to get a bunch of land. Particularly not cities. I don't think we're going to have to worry about them getting cities. But even though they could probably take cities. But just a fear of mine. Just a fear of mine. I don't think it'll happen, but just a fear. Okay, so do we have anyone idle? Left idle? No. Yeah, they took that. Oh, they're typically way down there. So they're way away from home. They're not an ally either. Rondurum. Ask for alliance, accept. Take as many alliances as I can right now. They have a lot of weird spread out territory. Shingarsi, no. Another army? Man, they are pumping them out quick. Peace requested by Voincy. Decline. Maybe we shouldn't move. And just stay here. Might be the wiser decision. And it's another huge force. We're gonna just stay here. We're gonna have to rely on our peasant forces to reinforce us. So we're gonna just hang out here, and also this army here to kind of try to help out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send this army down to have to actually fight, because I think otherwise we're in trouble. To go take that area. Okay, so you guys stay there. You go ahead, we're gonna take this spot, okay? Conquer. Fight the battle. Now we're gonna practice our victory tactic, okay? Here we go. There we go. Here. And you guys over here. Seemed to work pretty well last time, so letting the spearmen absorb the initial charge seemed to do pretty well. Also, I need to turn you guys on defense. That seems to work best. Okay. I'm gonna go battle focused. Is there. Is there. Okay, is there. Is there. You guys there. Okay, we're gonna go back to default speed. Okay, hold on. Let's try to be a enticing target here. Once they hit, we're gonna go. Okay, go. Break off. There we go. Attack them from the back. There we go. Seems to be working. Oh, we got it. We're driving them from the battlefield. That's what we like to see. Spearmen all running through. Let me get this one guy left. This Axeman is really trying to get. Hold on, can I look into the face of this? Ah, no, I can't. Weird camera angle. There you go. Oh yeah, then we took it. Amazing. Sarin Stone Farm. All that for Sarin Stone Farm. We lost 3 dudes, unfortunately. 3 dudes, but we are pretty much stable. And they really looks like they're just making peasant armies at this point. I'm guessing to kind of hope to defend their land a little. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they go take back their other turf. I'm kind of just worried. I just unfortunately can't let that happen because they might go around and try to take mine. If they took their land back up there. Okay. Nobody can move, really? Alright, let's go ahead and wait. Oh, he's going to keep taking their northern lands. That one place is going to be so spread out. Oh, it looks like they might have another enemy. I really hope that's not the case, because they're going to start taking their towns. Oh, I bet they are. They're going to start taking their towns. They're going to get eaten up. Iron Battalion, you're enemies with them, right? Is that what I'm getting? No, actually. They're actually not. And they're actually allies with the Sungarsi. Uh-oh. Offer alliance? Oh, no, they're not really interested. We have a lot of we have a lot of allies of theirs that are not fans of us. Offer peace treaty? I don't know why those guys want to fight me. The Yakia? Don't know why I ever did to them. How about the call lands? Offer peace treaty? Nope. Anyone here would want to be an ally with me? No? I guess if they wanted to be an ally with me, they'd ask. Offered, no. Oh, it's interesting to look. I hope we don't end up just getting all the farms. I mean, if we can get the main town, then I'll be okay. Won't be the end of the world, but... I want to move here. If I can. Can I move? Yeah. Because then I have that as a defensive formation, and I can kind of make sure I can go into the town. However, that is a scary amount of peasants to send at us, even if it's not, I think they're probably going to just hang out in their area, which is, in and of itself, pretty scary. Let's see, they're going to want to come at us. Oh no, that's it. We'd actually have to fight them there. We went there. Okay, let's keep going down. Alright. I think we couldn't go too much further without going over time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back. We'll try to continue taking over as much of our little segment of the globe as possible. Try to end this Lupin Goblin war going on. And see what we can do, excuse me. So, hope you guys have a good one. See you guys later. Hope you have a great weekend. Alright, bye!